After nearly 2 decades in HR and people operations, one thing I know for sure is this. The success of any employee, whether in-house or virtual assistants, it doesn't just come from hiring the right person. It comes from how we onboard, how we train them. And onboarding is about integration, bringing your virtual assistant into the values, the systems, and rhythms of how we work. And then training is all about execution, equipping them with the tools, context, and step by step know how to perform at a high level. One of the most common questions we hear at Acro Talent Solutions is, how do we train our virtual assistant effectively? So let's walk through these essentials in training to help ensure our VA doesn't just survive, but thrives. First, document or record our processes. Training begins with clarity. Let's use written SOPs, screen shares, or video walkthroughs to show exactly how tasks should be done. This doesn't just support onboarding, it becomes a go-to reference anytime a question comes up. It saves you time and prevents repeat questions or misunderstandings. Next, delegate by priority. Don't delegate all at once. Let's start with the biggest bottlenecks first. And maybe it's handling inquiries for some clients, managing follow-ups, or onboarding clients. These are great first tasks to offload to a virtual assistant. I've witnessed virtual assistants who quit on their clients because they felt that their clients are doing what is called brain dump delegation. Delegation is a strategy, so we need to go slow, go smart, and build momentum over time. We also need to do training in layers. One mistake we've often seen is trying to do too much, too fast. So let's not dump everything all at once, because that would only lead to overwhelm and that will lead to confusion. Start with one task, walk them through it, let them try it, and you review it together. And then you move to the next. This layered approach builds confidence, clarity, and competence. Information overload leads to panic, not productivity. Also, we suggest that we record everything using tools like Fathom, Loom, or Zoom. The reason why we do that is we're not just training for today, we're building a training library for our virtual assistants and future hires, right? Learning and retention also happens through doing. By them doing it, they retain what they have learned during those training sessions. Also, we set realistic expectations. If our virtual assistant, for instance, is part-time or supporting multiple clients, they won't be available for you 24/7. And that's okay. What matters is alignment. Let's set clear turnaround time, for instance, your preferred channels and communication windows. From day one, you should be able to set your rules. And the more intentional we are, the clearer these expectations are, the smoother everything flows. Celebrate wins and give feedback. People rise when they feel seen. Something as simple as, hey, I saw the automation that you've done and it worked perfectly. I love it. Thank you so much. This can build trust, motivation, and loyalty. And when it comes to corrections, let's not wait for mistakes to pile up before you give feedback, because feedback should always be given real time and not delayed. The first month is when we're feeling out this alignment, and are they open to feedback? Are they implementing it? Are they taking ownership? Let's create a culture where feedback builds and not breaks relationship. Next, we define what success looks like and we inspect. Our virtual assistant shouldn't have to guess what done looks like. We define it together, whether that's resolving automation errors and integrations. Response time to clients should be 2 hours. tracking conversions, how many number of appointments or lead generation should they do per week. When goals or key performance indicators are clear, our virtual assistants can show up with purpose. Inspection highly matters. Let's ask, was the task accurate? Were all the steps followed? Were the links tested? Our systems are only as strong as our follow through. Let's not just assign tasks, let's hold our virtual assistants accountable to the standard. Because clear expectations are only powerful when they're backed up by follow through. Forming accountable relationships, that's very important because both sides need to communicate clearly, and you should be able to inspect the work that's being done, and both should take ownerships of outcomes. Then let's talk about when results reveal a misalignment. For the hard part, sometimes, even with seamless onboarding and training, something may still feel kind of off, right? And that's our gut talking. And it really matters. We have to approach these moments with curiosity, not frustration. Let's use these 3 Ds to evaluate. Direction. Were we clear about what success looks like, what done looks like? Diagnosis. Did we investigate the root cause? Was it a system gap? Was it about unclear communication? Did you document it? Were you clear? On development, did we give our virtual assistant the tools, the feedback, and the chance to improve? If the answer is yes to these questions and mistakes continue, we have to turn to the 3 E's, which is, are they showing up present and engaged? Are they going the extra mile or doing the minimum? Are they consistently accurate and detail focused? If energy is off, effort is low, and execution keeps falling short, even after we've led well, then we're not facing a training issue. We are facing a fit issue. So let's always aim not just for onboarding and training to be smooth, but let's make it meaningful and impactful. Because having a virtual assistant isn't just about getting these tasks done. It's about building a virtual relationship that actually works and lasts.